now you have to go all the way to the beginning again. I'm just gonna move a little. And you are now going to be hooking your perimeter bands. So hopefully this focus. Okay, there we go, a little better. Now you're going to go under this first cat band. And you're going to push it back. Oops. There we go. Okay. Sorry about my weird noises, but yes. So you're actually, I'm just going to push this up. You're going to be grabbing your top rubber band. So it should be this one on the right. So of course, like I said before, you pull or push back your cat band, whatever you want to say, and you'll grab that rubber band and hook it onto the peg it comes from, just like you would do in a single bracelet. Now, you're going to push back all of these rubber bands, and you're going to grab the bottom one. So, just grab that, just like that, hook it onto the peg it comes from. So this is going to be just like a single bracelet, except you have more pegs, more elastics on them, but you won't be hooking all of them. So, grab the bottom one and hook it forward. Now you'll push back these two. Now there's only 2 elastics in your way. Wow, it's pretty upsetting that I can't get this. Okay, there we go. Now grab that bottom rubber band. Now I'll show you like this, just flat. So we'll be grabbing this bottom one. We'll hook it right to the one straight ahead of it, which is the one that it comes from. Okay, now, once again, push back, grab that bottom elastic, and hook it to the peg in front of it. Now you will just continue with this all the way until you get to the end, and I'll show you how to hook the last rubber band. Alright, so now I'm at my last one. So, looks like this. So you have your bottom one right there. So this is the one that you should be grabbing. So, just go like this and do just like before, where you picked up that bottom one, except you don't have anywhere to hook it. Wait, but you do. So you're going to hook it right to this one, which is not the one in front of it, but it is the one that it comes from. So, there you go. So now you're going to start all the way at the beginning again. How fun. Okay, so now you have this, and you have your cat band that is already hooked on one side. So now, of course, you have to hook the other side. So you're going to grab that bottom elastic, just like you did on the right side. Hook it to this one. Ooh, and once again, I let go. So, just like I showed you before, you're going to grab that one and just rehook it onto that one. So, I'm going to show you from a different angle because it will be easier for me since I am right-handed. Alright, so we just hooked this one, and now it's time to hook the next one, of course. So, again, like you did on the other side, you have to push back all of these rubber bands and grab this bottom one. Now you hook it onto the peg that it comes from, which is on the peg in front of it. Now push back these 2 purples, grab your bottom elastic, hook it onto the peg in front of it. Do the same exact thing on this one, onto the peg in front of it. Push back these, pick up the bottom one, hook it onto the peg in front of it. Now you're just going to do this and continue until you get to the end. And again, I will show you how to hook the last rubber band. Alright, now we're at the last rubber band. And again, just like the other side, you hook it right to this peg. And now you're going to have to grab another one of the perimeter colored bands. So of course mine is black. This one actually has already been used on a bracelet that we took apart, but it'll work. That's okay. So I'm just going to fix the camera to show you this. There we go. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go to this last peg, and you have all these rubber bands on it, but it's kind of hard to hook it, don't you think? You can't really put a C-clip on that. So what you're going to have to do is the next step. But before you do this step, you want to make sure that your loom looks like this and all of your rubber bands are hooked. So if you would like, you can just review and make sure that all of them are hooked. So now you can go on to the next step. So you're going to stick your hook in just like this. So the little hook sticks out. And you're going to go through all these bands. Now this might seem kind of hard, but it's really not. You're going to hook this, and you're going to just put that rubber band right on your crochet hook. And now you're just going to pull your hook right back through all these bands, making sure and being careful not to grab any other bands. Now you can just put both of these bands on here, and you can go like that, and just push it right up to the bigger part of your hook. And now your next step is to pull this off of your loom. So if you'd like, you can be extra careful and take it off really carefully, but I've made so many of these, I just kind of do it. But you do still want to be careful, of course. So now you have your basic Starburst bracelet. But of course you need an extension because it's kind of small. Okay, anyway, so you'll be making your extension now. So what you'll do is you'll start on the end where your arrows are pointing away from you. So of course this is the next step. So you can start placing your bands, and I'm going to start, so as you remember, well, hopefully you do, I told you to get 7 bands in the beginning, and we only use 6 on each starburst. So we need to use these extra rubber bands. So we're going to start placing them. Sorry. So you're going to start on the right side, or any side, it really doesn't matter. And you're just going to hook this, place the bands just like you would in a single or chain rainbow loom bracelet. So you can just go like that and hook it all the way until you're out of your bands. Now, a 6 elastic extension fits my wrist, but for some people it might not, so you can make it smaller or bigger. It doesn't matter. You can just push those down. And now, you are going to take this. Oh no, I'm sorry. You're going to take this. Nope. I'm sorry. You're going to take the first thing that I showed you. So this little cap band on the end. And you're just going to stick your fingers inside of it. So now you have it on your hand like that. And you can just attach this to the end of your bracelet. Now, with your hook, you're going to start hooking. Of course, what else would you do with the hook? Anyway, going to go like this, hold this, pull this back, and grab this, just like you would in a single chain. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so now you have that hooked, and you can hook the next one. And just hook it forward. So you're just going to hook this part like a single chain. Hopefully you know how to make that, because if you don't, it would be kind of hard to make most of these bracelets. But anyway, just continue on with this and hook it. Alright, now that we've come to the end, you can use either an S clip or a C clip, which looks like that. And this is what comes with the Rainbow Loom kit, so I will show you how to use it with that. But it doesn't matter what kind of clips you use. You can use oval clips, I think they have those, but I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, the point of this is to show you how to do this, of course. So you're just going to go like this, and you're going to stick your little clip right onto these. Ooh, sorry about that. You're just going to stick it right onto these last 2 bands. But to make it easier, you can go like this and just stretch it to the center, one of the center pegs, and then hook it right onto that, which I think is actually much easier because it's pulled tighter. So yeah. Now you can just pull this right off of your loom. So now you have what looks like that. So now what you're going to do is you can put aside your loom and stretch this like so. And you're just going to go like this and attach the other end to your C-clip. So now you have your Starburst Rainbow Loom Bracelet. So it's really simple to make these. And I'm actually going to show you a different way to put on the extension, which looks like this. So it's in the center of your extension. So I'm going to show you how to do that now, and then the tutorial will be over. Alright, so I just took off the last 3 of the bands that I placed for my extension, so it looks like this now. And I'm just going to clip that, like so. So I already have my clip on the side actually, so I can just go like that and clip that. Now of course it's still too small, so just take this off, unhook this. Alright, so now you have this side because you just took it off of the C-clip. So now you're going to take another one of your bands and place it on here, and you can just go like that. Now we'll do the same thing just like you would in a single or chain bracelet, except you're doing it without a loom, or you can do it with a loom, it really doesn't matter. And then you'll put on your last one, just like this. Oh no, okay, sorry about that. And you can just put that through, and like the other side, go like this, and attach this side. So now it looks like that, and now you have your finished Starburst bracelet with the clip in the center of your extension. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and please comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye!